Guys, welcome back to Loud House Fan 98. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing Season 3, Episode 8 of Amphibia, Hollywood Hop Pop, and If You Give a Frog a Cookie. So, so I haven't been able to record in like a week because I took a couple days to not record this video, and then after that, I got sick, so, yeah, I was fine to record a video, but I could barely, talk because, I just didn't sound right. I don't know if it sounds amazing now, but it definitely sounds better than it did over the past couple days. So, let's get this review started. Okay, so, Hollywood Hop Pop. So, this episode was, it was really good. So a few people, think of it as good, but just think that it could have been better. But I just found it to be really good all throughout, and, so this episode was, really great. It was about Hop Pop wanting to become an actor and finds out about Hollywood, where actors are praised, throughout the entire world. And he wants to get that same praise and love that an actor does, so he gets in line, and then this guy who's been an actor for 40 years, named Humphrey, he decides to let Hop Pop take his spot in line, and then Hop Pop goes in and he gets the part for a commercial, and then after that he gets so successful and he ends up on TV in a commercial, and I think it was some kind of, I don't remember what he was promoting, but it was something, that just I think it was a skincare item, but not sure. So basically, Mr. X is watching TV, and he sees Hop Pop on the commercial, and he decides to go down to Hollywood and try to capture him so that he can, get, proof of, the existence of talking alien frogs. So, all that goes down, and then Hop Pop decides that it's best if he quits acting and, gives up so that, he could, just keep everybody safe from Mr. X, and then Humphrey gets the part. So, that's a nice ending. This episode was really fun. It didn't introduce too much, but it's definitely just, another fun episode, and that's really something that only Amphibia can do, as well as having the story-driven side of things, except for Craig at the Creek. But we'll talk about that show another day soon. This was overall just a fun, wholesome episode of Amphibia, and really great characters in this. Humphrey was a really good character. Mr. X returns. So just great episode in general. I think I'd have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Probably, 8.5 out of 10, that's the rating I give this episode, but it was not a bad episode at all. It had some really great things in it, and it's just really nice to see another story like this, but this was Hop Pop's episode. It was a Sprig Polly episode. So now let's move on to If You Give a Frog a Cookie. So the title is a parody of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, which is a famous children's book that's been around for years. So basically this episode is basically about Hop Pop, Sprig, and Polly feeling homesick and want to return to Woodwood. So yeah, that's a big jump from every single other episode of the season to this episode. But okay. So yeah. So basically, they recreated Woodwood. They just lay in the mud, trying to get the feeling again of being in Woodwood, but nothing's really working. So, Anne basically gets a call from Dr. Jan, and Dr. Jan thinks she may have found someone who can help the planners get back to Woodwood and Amphibia. So Anne decides to, instead of waiting, to go and to that person, the scientist. And yeah, so not to disappoint the planners, and then they go, and then the scientist is trying to kill them and dissect them to find out where they're from and everything, and just become famous. And then her assistant Terry, so Terry helps them out by saving them, and then locking up Dr. Friggs. So yeah, it is. Yeah, that's really the whole episode. And then Terry is going to help, and the planners find a way home, and that's how the episode ends. And yeah, I think this episode was a little bit better than the previous one, but I like both of them a lot. So yeah, this episode was definitely a 9 out of 10 for me. So it was just a nice, fun episode of Amphibia. Introduced a little bit of plot while at the same time being more kind of an episodic story as well. And so I thought it was really great. So yeah, we get, also during the scene in Dr. Friggs' office, we see the owl house, a picture of the actual owl house on the screen, but it's blurry, pixelated, and Dr. Friggs thinks that is what the portal will open. So yeah, that was a cool reference to Amphibia and the Owl House, possibly both Anne and Luz being in the same universe. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I would be down to see a crossover. I'm not a huge fan of the Owl House, but it'd still be cool to see a crossover, so maybe that'll just happen. So yeah. And it was cool just to see everything that happened in this episode. Terry was a cool character as well. Yeah, and just that was really my opinion on the episode. Not the best episode of the season, but it definitely has potential to be up there in the top 10. But yeah, so yeah, 9 out of 10 for that episode. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll have a review of Froggy Little Christmas soon, and I'll also be talking about The Ghost of Molly McGee, Hey Arnold, and Craig at the Creek very soon as well, so stick around for those videos, and I'll see you guys next time on the House for 98.